Well, hello, everybody. That's right. I'm live again, but I'm with Francisco today. Thank you, Francisco, for coming in.
Thank you for having me. How you doing?
Good. We were talking, I don't want to say we're talking about one of our past clients, but current clients or whatever, but we're talking about listen to your professionals, right? So when you have a loan officer, mortgage broker, you have your agent, you need to listen to them.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
no, and I think it's and granted, I mean, it's like we always say, we're here to advise, to guide, and help and assist throughout everything. And you know, we ultimately all always have the same goal, right? We want to, help close. Whether
Hold on, we're gonna help you get into your home.
Yeah,
How about that?
100%.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Well, it's like I say, whether it's like from the perspective of like a seller, a buyer, anything, the objective ultimately is to get to that end goal, right?
Yes.
Of getting the keys and getting in.
Yeah.
So
And making it very easy and simple for you. No headaches, no issues,
right.
unless you get in the way.
No, 100%. And still, and it's one of those things where, at us, we do the most that we can. Sometimes though, there's little things where, we just have no control, right? And we do the best to just guide everybody to get there. But sometimes, if you're like we're saying, right, like just don't trust or believe in the process. Ultimately, is what it is, because it's like I say all the time. It's never different for anybody. It's a step-by-step process. There's fundamentals. There are just simple requirements that always do need to be met. And sometimes those requirements can seem bothersome or something, right? But they're there and they're put in place for a reason.
Right.
So
And it's not usually all right. For example, I've had in the past a client who they were using gift funds, and we explained to them the best way to do that is have whoever's giving the gift funds wire it directly to escrow. So then we only need a bank statement. It makes the process so much easier. If you receive the funds on your gift from the person giving it to you, not only do you need the bank statement, then you need a copy of that check or the wire. Then you need proof that that money went into your account and it's now accessible in your account. And we have to get an actual updated statement showing that that's there. Or we do the first way, which is so much easier. Some people don't believe they think that's our requirement, right? It's our company's requirement, or that's the loan officer doing it, or they're underwriting. Fannie, Freddie, VA, FHA, they all have the same requirements when it comes to money and how the money gets there, meaning that it needs to be proven that it's your money. There's an anti-money laundering act that we have to verify all these like deposits in your account that is not, especially if it's cash over a certain amount, right? And then your gift, we want to make sure that it's not us, it's the government who wants us to make sure of that, right?
right, and that was one of the biggest things too, right? Is having having buyers understand that, where a lot of the times what will happen too is they just get a little upset, right? And they're like, man, well, what's this, what's all this? And they believe, like you were saying, right, they believe it's you asking
Right.
for it, or me. But that's not the case. It's just, again, I mean, it's just bottom line. I mean, and it's like I even said, I was going through the same thing. I was purchasing at the time as well, so it's kind of like it's one of those things where it's just, unfortunately, it just kind of happens. And we sometimes it's just, and the thing is sometimes you can't even save it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And there's reasons that we try to like guide and explain everything, because we're only given a certain amount of time, and things have to go a certain way for that time frame to be met. If not, then we risk losing your deposit, getting booted out of escrow or something like that. And obviously we really don't want that. But it touches up too just on gift funds itself, right? Because
Right.
sometimes too, some people believe it's as easy as just going to somebody, telling them, hey, give me this money in cash or whatever, right? And then you go ahead and take that, and it's like again,
No cash. No cash. Don't say the word cash.
It's all got to be traceable,
It's got to be seasoned funds.
No,
And that means 60 days in account without the deposit. So 2 bank statements that doesn't show the deposit is seasoned funds. They want to make sure you've had it that long. And people, they think we're crazy. Not everybody, but occasionally you get the one person who thinks And sometimes they think it's a government conspiracy. Why does the government need to see this stuff on me? It's not the government needing to see this stuff on you. They want us to make sure that it happens, and it's us making sure. And it just goes with the loan. It's not going to the IRS. It's not going to the FBI. It's not going to the CIA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and it's
NSA is not looking at it.
yeah, and you know, and it's one of those things where you know, you kind of try to understand it too, right? But
Right.
it's at the end of the day, it's kind of like the whole, you know, you let one of the kids drink from the water faucet, you know, you got to make them all, right? So it's the same one applying here, where it's just like, hey, you have to understand. I mean, it's a process, you know, and it's a procedural type thing, and it goes step by step, and you know, we don't get approval or anything until those things are all met. And like you're saying, you know, sometimes when you make that mistake of pulling the cash out or something, right?
Right.
Now you've got the money that's, you know, needed to be seasoned for 60 days, and our escrows are typically 30 days.
Right.
So it doesn't add up.
Right. I've had people where they've taken 10 grand out of their account and put the same 10 grand back in, but it was cash. We don't know that for a fact. What proof do we have? And that's the thing is, it's just, so it's so much easier. We're going to tell you the easiest way to do this, right? Because we don't want you to have a hard time. We want it easy. So just listen to us. Don't fight us on it. You can fight us, but then you're just not going to get your house if you don't do it the way that we instruct you to do it, which is the easiest way to do it. If you don't have the money in your accounts and you're getting a gift, listen to us. We can find ways to get it done, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
Right. I had one where one guy, he's giving it out of a bank statement, right, out of one of his accounts, but all of his accounts are tied to one bank statement, right? So he doesn't want to provide all the other bank statements. Well, contact your bank and have them give you a separate bank statement. I'm sure they have those.
Right. Yeah. No. And again, and you know, and it's all about doing this too in a timely manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like things do.
Like in the beginning.
Yeah. 100%.
Not like 2 days when you have to release the last contingency, and the only thing we have left is you getting your gift funds and that gift letter.
Yeah. And you know, and it'd be like, I mean, imagine, you know, a whole deal falling apart or something like that, you know, was needed up front, right?
Right.
And you know, and there's a reason that, you know, certain lenders and certain agents can actually close deals a lot sooner. And it's because, you know, we help guide you through that. But at the end of the day, it does always fall through on the buyer, you know? So it's just, you know, it's one of those things where, like we were just wanting to say is, you know, just listen to us. You know,
right.
A lot of the times, I mean, you know, we're all here, and you know, we could truthfully say, I mean, I could truthfully say for Ed, I could truthfully say for myself, you know, we genuinely care for, you know, your best interest. You know, we're here to help, you know, make you homeowners. We're wanting you to fire your landlords. So, you know, we want to get you there as efficiently and stress-free as possible. And, you know, there's, you know, procedures that have gone through this that make sense and they work.
Right. And we're going to try to make it the easiest process of your life so you do it again. So when we're telling you to do it the way we're instructing, it's because this is what we found to be the easiest and best way to do it and the least amount of headache for you. And 9 times out of 10, we don't have these issues. Occasionally we have somebody who thinks, you know, it's like, I don't want to say they know better than us or they think they do, but that's okay. You know, I don't, when I go to the mechanic, I don't tell them how to fix my car. No. I let them fix my car, unless they know they're lying to me. Then it's different. But normally they don't lie to you. They just, this is what's wrong with it. I'm here to fix it. I don't tell my doctor how to do the surgery on me, right? Or the surgeon. I don't argue. Do you really need a cut right there?
Oh yeah. And I mean, hey, I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be put into like some sort of a lawsuit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always it's one of those things where, you know. And again, we take this very seriously too. A lot of the times, you know, it's one of those things where, and again, it could depend on representation and everything. You know, sometimes maybe you're just a little concerned or something, but you know, that's why me personally, I mean, I always tell everybody, you know, that I work the way that I feel, you know, like the golden rule, right? You treat others how you want to be treated. That's how I always function. And you know, for me, that's, you know, providing the best service and being honest and having integrity, you know.
Definitely. That's what you have to do. And I only work with people like that. So that's why I work with you. Yeah.
Thank you. Same, likewise.
And it's just important to listen to your professionals. You know, if you have a question, you can double check somebody else, but it's pretty much the way it is if we're instructing for most of us that's been doing this very long, and we know what's the best way. So just listen to us, please. That's all we wanted to talk about today. All right, Francisco, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody else for being here and watching and commenting. And, you know, if you like what we do here, just follow and subscribe. Again, thank you, Francisco.
Yep. Thank you. Have a